5 quintessential fall perfumes. Fall is almost upon us in a couple of weeks. I know it's going to be the first day of fall. I'm personally very excited about it. I love the fall, the whole ambiance, the vibes that fall brings forth with it. Of course, I love the tea and the hot cocoa and the fireplace and the chill in the air and all of these things that we typically associate with the autumn. But of course, I also love delving into some of my darker olfactive expressions, the darker fragrances, the woods, the smokes, the resins, the balsams, the spices, the soft ambery fragrances, the cozy, the sweet, the enveloping, the embracing, all of these beautiful things. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 fragrances or 5 perfumes that are quintessentially fall. I love these fragrances. Before I dive into the video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of perfume-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would greatly assist with the discovery of this channel and would really mean a lot to me, and it's absolutely free. Now, of course, it goes without saying that especially for some of the niche offerings in this list, get a sample from ScentSplit. ScentSplit is fantastic. I've been using them since like 2016. I always discourage people from blind buying fragrances. I do on occasion just because the note breakdown looks appealing or because somebody else hyped it up or because a friend of mine gave me his or her recommendation. So I typically just go out there and I buy stuff all the time blindly, but you shouldn't have to. You can utilize scentsplit.com. You can purchase a sample, a decant, 5 ml, 10 ml, whatever floats your boat. Try it on skin, see how it resonates with your skin chemistry. If you end up liking it, fantastic. You can then subsequently commit to the purchase of a full-size bottle. If you're not that crazy about it, that's fine too, right? You don't have to buy it, but at the end of the day, I think sampling is paramount when deciding or deliberating if a fragrance is right for you, if you're going to end up loving it, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and dive into the list. And the first fragrance that I want to talk about is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Now, I love this fragrance, especially right around the fall season. This is perfection in a bottle. I think I initially acquired this fragrance right around the fall. And so inevitably, I have those associations between this fragrance and the fall. But as people always said, and this is the narrative that's more or less been perpetuated online, this is kind of like a cherry moistened pipe tobacco type of a scent. And it has that vanilla and the dry down. It has a hint of spice in there as well. It's so warm, it's cozy, it's mysterious, it's sexy, but it also has an element of sophistication about it. I've been using one called Vanilla Tobacco by Fragrance World. I think I bought it on Amazon for like 20 something bucks. I don't mean to discourage you from getting the quote unquote real thing, but I'm just letting you know, I purchased this one many, many years ago. And then I think about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I purchased Fragrance World's alternative, which I have off camera here. And I love it. It's very strong. It's quite powerful. Look it up. I think if I'm reading the name correctly, Vanilla Tobacco, something like that. If you just type in Tobacco Vanille on Amazon, you'll find the Fragrance World alternative housed in a similar presentation, a little bit bigger though. Anyway, great fragrance. Moroccan Medjool by Electimus London. Now, one of my favorites from this brand, and this one is so darn good. One of my favorites from this brand is actually Amber Ocularia. I love that one. I also really love Vanilla Edesia, Mercurial Cashmere, and Imperium for the colder weather. But there's something about Moroccan Medjool that I think has that exotic element to it, right? The date ingredient in here, the vanilla, the warm amber. It's such a sexy fragrance. It's playful, but it's also like very charismatic. I can imagine somebody who, you know, steps out of the house in the colder months of the year. They want to wear something that is unapologetically strong, but something that is not your typical go-to DNA, something that will characterize you as somebody who is very unique and individual. And also, you're not afraid to garner attention with your fragrances. You're not looking for something soft or subtle or quiet or understated. You're looking for something with charisma, something with a more confident or a stronger demeanor. Moroccan Medjool is a beautiful fragrance. Anything Electimus London is going to get you 10 plus hours, if not 12 plus hours. It truly is a beautiful fragrance. I'm probably not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about Angel Share by Kilian Paris. I think we all know about this. It's a tried and true DNA. It's been around for such a long time. This one, you don't have to check it out at SenseSplit. You can if you don't want to leave the house, but there's a lot of department stores at which you can sample this one. Heck, even Sephora. Sephora has Angel Share, and they have Killy in Paris, of course. So you can try many other fragrances from the brand as well. There was another fragrance that I actually kind of enjoy, Born to be Unforgettable, which used to be called Boys. The full title of which was Bad Boys Are No Good, No Good, Good Boys Are No Good, No Bad Boys Are No Good, but Good Boys Are No Fun. Something like that. I don't know. It's a very weird title. But this one is awesome. Angel Share, the spice, the cinnamon, the booze, the cognac, the amber. It's super rich. And of course, there's a lot of alternatives on the market, but I always go back to the original. I had 3 bottles of it at one point, gave the other 2 away to friends. And now I'm left with 1. For the ladies, I also really love Oriana. Now, we can talk about the Lina Exclusive. We can talk about even Narathalia. Meliora, I think, could work well in the fall. I think it's quite strong. And then there's also Cassily has that plum in there, and it gets a bit sweet in the dry down, but nothing says fall and winter better than Oriana, at least for the ladies. For the men, we have Altair, we have Kalan, we have Pegasus Exclusive, we have Leighton, Exclusive, we have Haltane, we have, the list goes on. And then the new Carios is phenomenal. That one isn't out yet, but I tried that in October of last year when I went to a Marley event at Washington Street in Manhattan in the Meatpacking District. I tried all 3 of the new ones, and they're all fantastic, but Carios is the best. In my opinion, that's the one I would wear the most. It's such a vibe. But Oriana, the marshmallow, the vanilla, it's beautiful. And let's talk about this perfume, which I've recently rediscovered. I had this in my collection for some time, and it's great. Like, it's a fantastic fragrance. It's a lot of incense and woods. And when I'm feeling a bit daring and a bit mysterious, I always go back to this one. This brand has a lot of phenomenal fragrances. Again, sample them at SenseSplit if you can, especially with a lot of the niche brands. This one is actually a bit more affordably priced, which I really admire and appreciate, because at the end of the day, like, we're not looking to spend $500 a bottle. So this is anywhere but that, right? Like, this is not that steep. This is, I think, a little over $100 for a big size. Like, it's a very decently priced brand, which gives me a lot of comfort in talking about it on my social media platforms, because one of the biggest drawbacks of recommending a beautiful, beautiful fragrance is the fact that it costs $800. And this is not that, but this is a lot of woods. This is a lot of incense. It reminds me of something that Le Labo would do, like some of the darker Le Labo expressions on the market, but it's so different. Like, it has its own unique identity and personality, and this brand is truly special. And I love how original a lot of their fragrances have been. And there are some that I have fallen in love with. But this one, I always forget the names because they're named after numbers, and the numbers are categorizing the fragrances into specific collections. So this is 602 Bois Narcotique Intense by Bon Parfumeur. I think this is available at Bloomingdale's, don't quote me, but it's available at one of the major department stores here in the United States. It's an extrait, and it's a lot of woods, incense, with a hint of spice. This is definitely giving punk. It's giving dark vibes. Oh man, I think I'm gonna end up wearing this one today. This is just so good. It reminds me of everything that I love the most about this time of the year. You want something that's dark, something that's peppery. I personally am a fan of incense right around this time of the year. I can do a lot of incense, especially frankincense and myrrh. But on occasion, I also really like Peru balsam, Tolu balsam, as far as other balsamic or ambery ingredients are concerned. This one is great. Please try Bois Narcotique Intense by Bon Parfumeur. Listen, thank you so much for watching. These are 5 perfumes, 5 fall perfumes that are quintessential for this time of the year. I hope you have the opportunity to discover some or all of these. And if you do, just let me know what you think. If you've tried any of these, because some of these have been out for quite a while, Let me know, what are your thoughts on them? Drop your comment down below. And also, if you took anything of value from today's episode, once again, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and also giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would truly mean the world to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.